Dr. Upendra Kaul. He is a very well-known cardiologist, currently chairman of the Batra Heart Center in Delhi, but he is got a deep connection to Kashmir. He's a Kashmiri Pandit, as it also happens, and is in the valley a lot. Dr. Kaul, I just want to ask you that what do you make of these kinds of attacks? And I know, full disclaimer, Dr. Kaul is a very dear friend. I know how much time you spend in the valley. Does any of this make you apprehensive at all about?
Well, Vasu.
Yes.
You know that I am a doctor, I am a healer, and I am respected a lot by Kashmiris.
Yes.
All communities, and this kind of dastardly killing has really shocked me. To a healer, it's a shocking.
Yeah, because even Bindru Saab was like you. He was a healer. He was loved by all.
Yeah, but at the same time, let me tell you that I have been getting so many phone calls, and I know that people are horrified of these killings there. It also means that 2 or 3 persons, different, bent of mind, can create such a bad situation in the valley, and this is exploited. Well, as a Kashmiri Pandit, I would say that many of the Pandits who were thinking of going back and other things will really once again think 100 times, because when this happens. But at the same time, I would say that people in Kashmir are totally against this. It was very clear this morning when the incident happened near Ika, which is inhabited by a lot of Sikhs and Muslims. All of them were there and, shocked at the incident. So I think the bottom line also is that we need to have some kind of, solution of the vexed problem.
Yeah, that's important.
Right.
It can't be in perpetual deep freeze. But what you told me is concerning. You said that a lot of pundits who may have been thinking of going back at this time will hesitate. But also, is there a concern amongst the pundits who are there? Are they thinking now, should we continue to be here, or maybe we need to move out?
I think the next...
Are you hearing any of that at all from...
Yes, the next few days, maybe a week or so would make things more clear. But at the same time, this situation is very different from 1990, when it was a kind of an atmosphere which was totally different than what it is now. And whosoever has stayed back there has got very friendly, hospitable,
links
and empathetic neighbors and links, and I'm sure they will try their best to keep them there,
right, rather
than allowing them to go and getting scared. So I think that is a positive thing.
Okay, will you go back to Kashmir, to Srinagar?
Obviously, of course I'll go to Kashmir, and I'm not deterred by these things. I've seen such a thing. Yeah. Well, one has to be careful, but at the same time, I have no hesitation in going to Srinagar, and I have stakes there, a clinic there. People are ringing every day. When are you coming? How many days are you spending? So that part, I think, cannot be given up by me at least.
Okay, but so you'll go back, but you will be careful. You will take care. I mean, it's because it's not good. It's not a good time. So
obviously, everybody likes his likes his life and doesn't want to expose yourself to all these things. But at the same time, I think it is a situation which has been triggered by maybe a few people, a few small groups, and I don't think one should be deterred.
Right.
That one should not go, and that is, I think, we're making them succeed.
That's
by
true, because if you look at the numbers, and we did a chart, so civilian killings have actually been down quite a lot. They spiked almost immediately after the abrogation. So sometime around September, October, there was a spike of killings, and these are monthly numbers, and then it came down, and then it's again just started to inch back towards the post abrogation period. So what you're saying is true. It could just be isolated groups or individuals, and you can just, you kill 3 or 4 people. Every death is terrible, but in an overall scheme of things, the numbers may not have to be large, but the impact is huge. So you kill someone like Dr. Bindru, Bindru Saab, and the reverberations of that are wide. So
yes. Yeah, I fully agree. I fully agree with you that the reverberations are very high, and one has to, take some measures to calm the heightened emotions of the pundits. And I think this is the time when it should become very clear that Kashmir is meant for everybody, and the Kashmiriyat is there, and this is the time for everybody. Especially the majority community to come out and solace the minorities.
Right.
It's very important.
And we actually saw that, especially at Bindru Saab's funeral.
Yes.
I think everybody came together. So let's pray for peace, and let's see what happens. But thank you so much indeed, Dr. Kaul, for joining us.